So you're thinking of moving to the Charlotte, North Carolina area? In this video, we're going to show you all about Mint Hill, North Carolina, which is a small Charlotte suburb just a bit to the southeast, maybe 11 miles away to the southeast, 20-25 minutes by car. We're going to take you through a few neighborhoods, but that's not the primary goal of this video. We're going to take you through those neighborhoods so you can see what kind of housing there is in Charlotte. Just give you a little bit of a sample. We want you to get an idea of what kind of price point is down here in Mint Hill and if it fits into your budget. If you're still here at the end of the video, we're going to give you one of my personal best highlights of why this is such a great area to live in. So if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about Charlotte, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell, and you'll be the first to be notified of new things coming up on this channel. We don't just talk about Charlotte proper, we talk about Charlotte, the suburbs, and the neighborhoods. Hi, my name is Dave DeSilva. I'm with Long Tab Realty, brokered by eXp Realty right here in Charlotte. We get calls, emails, text messages every day from people just like you looking for some help on their move to the Charlotte area, or they want to know information about Charlotte. And in this case, we just happen to be in Mint Hill. Whether your move is going to be in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, we can help. Give us a call, shoot us an email, send us a text. All of our information, our contact information is in the description down below. Our goal is to fill you with information and make your move to the Charlotte general area as smooth as possible. So as I mentioned, today we're going to look at Mint Hill, North Carolina, and Mint Hill is just about 15 to 20 minutes depending on traffic, and now it's getting busy around Christmas time, 15 to 20 minutes east of where I live in South Charlotte, and about 20, 25, 30 minutes depending on traffic again, southeast of the city of Charlotte. So let's go jump in my Jeep, head over to Mint Hill, and I'll show you around a little bit. Now we're kind of taking a cruise down the main street, passing Lawyers Road, which will get you out to 485 in Mint Hill. And you've got your banks, you've got Baskin Robbins, you've got some traffic. It's about 12:30 on a Friday. Police department off on the left, some of the older business buildings on the right. And what we're going to be coming up to pretty soon is a newer section of Mint Hill. And I'm going to stop the video so I can play it again when I pull into the town hall area. So that's coming right up. But right in front of us to the right is Mint Hill Family Medicine, Novant Health, which is huge around the Carolinas region. Hawthorne's Pete's on the left. Just so many different places to go, and it's all walkable. So, matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to turn off the video because I've got a flashing yellow. Don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. Hey, there's my favorite Chick-fil-A off to the right. But if I can pull in here to the left in a second. Okay, pulling me in here is the Mint Hill Village Town Hall area. We've got a Subway on the right, Char Bar on the left, 464 on the right, which is a great local pub here, local brewery. And I'm going to take us for a quick spin around this oval, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Mint Hill. But right here is the Mint Hill Town Hall, and I think they're setting some things up for Christmas spirit activities. And then we're coming back around where we would head back out to Route 51, and that's Char Bar right there on the right, which there's a number of those around the Charlotte area. Just extremely good hamburgers in there. I've always loved their hamburgers and their fries. And that's it, coming into another area. So since I'm in front of the Mint Hill Town Hall, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the early days of Mint Hill, some of the history of Mint Hill. And Mint Hill was actually, unbeknownst to many people, the first city in the Mecklenburg County area, the first town. It really wasn't a city. A lot of people are going to think Charlotte was the center of activity, but Mint Hill was the first town recognized in this area and was incorporated, I believe, the first time in 1750, or became a town in 1750. So that's a little bit of a claim to fame. An oddity is that the county would not build roads through Mint Hill in the early years of Mint Hill. So in 1910, they unincorporated, became part of Mecklenburg County. Mecklenburg County then built a road through. And of course, it was 60 years later in 1970 or 71 that Mint Hill reincorporated and became its own town. So a little bit of history here. One more thing that people like to talk about in this area is MECDEC, which is the Mecklenburg County Declaration of Independence. And that was actually signed on May 20th, 1775, which beat out the the more well-known Declaration of Independence, which was signed, of course, July 4th, 1776. So the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence was signed earlier, and 4 Scots-Irish settlers, early people here in Mint Hill, were some of the original signatories to that Declaration of Independence. So that's a little bit of a claim to fame. So I guess that makes Mint Hill a trailblazing community now with about 27, close to 28,000 residents. It is growing every day. It encompasses about 24 square miles in Mecklenburg and northern Union County. It crosses the line, and that 24 square miles is a lot of place to build. So you're going to find homes here that are on the 1/4 acres, a 1/10 of an acre, but also homes that are sitting out there on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 acres plus. Right now we're coming into a place called Mint Hill Village, and that's right behind the town hall here in Mint Hill. You've got single family residents primarily in here. You've got some, I believe, some townhomes in the back, but what you're looking at are prices in the low, hovering in the low 400s for 3 or 4 bedroom homes, 2.5 bath, 2-story. Have been in a few of these. Didn't have any clients buy one, but we did look at them. So we're going to spin around and take a look at the other section of Mint Hill Village. Okay, and here's some more of Mint Hill Village. I'll try to get a view right down the center of the road here. Again, in Mint Hill, North Carolina, just behind the town hall area of Mint Hill. And these are all fairly new, as I mentioned before. 400s for 3 or 4 bedroom. Probably going to be hitting the 500s soon. That's just the pricing in the Charlotte area. Okay, right now we are headed down Bain Road off of Lawyers Road outside of Mint Hill, and we're headed to the Joli Cheval Equestrian Center. So if you like horses, that's the place to go. But it's about 425 acres of farmland, equestrian focused farmland. And what you can do there is you can learn how to ride. I believe you can board your horses there. They will have events there, but it's just an extremely popular and well-known equestrian center just on the outskirts of Mint Hill. It's actually in Mint Hill between Route 51 and 485. So that's where we're heading into. Talks about country estates lifestyle, the homes leading up to the equestrian center. Very nice older homes, been around for a while, and we'll try to get you a couple of views inside here. There are plenty of equestrian centers around Charlotte, and you've got agents, as a matter of fact, and I'm not one of them, but realtors who focus pretty much on the equestrian lifestyle, and they do very well. I've got a couple friends, if you're interested, I could refer you to them, who are some of the top-notch agents around here that handle equestrian lifestyle and living. So what I'm going to do is turn the video off for a second and then pop it back on. You won't even know. And then we'll see the other side of the road, which is much more scenic. Okay, now we're into the community. Cheval, we're off of hit this at 485 and 51. Just tremendous looking homes in here. These are the multi-million-dollar homes of Mint Hill. There are some that are new construction, and I think we've got a little turnabout up here. And if not, I'm just gonna pull a 180 anyway, but we'll take another quick ride through the neighborhood and check out some of these homes. Your top-notch quality homes, top builders. And again, you see where we go from some of the $300,000, $400,000 homes, more affordable, right to multi-million-dollar homes. So there's quite a span of lifestyle in Mint Hill. Like they say, it's something for everybody here. One home I'll take you by in just about a 30-second, maybe 10 seconds. 30 seconds is a lot on video, but in about 10 seconds is something that's just crazy looking. And there it is, right to your right there. Check out that home. We'll get a better view of it in a second. It's something that you might see in the hills of Beverly Hills out there. Some fruit yard. Where will we go? So anyway, started to mumble a little bit. Didn't want to show you all these neighborhoods, just a couple of them to give you an idea of what we've got in Mint Hill. This is one of the pristine prime locations for a home if you can afford it. And if you can't and you just love horses, well, come on out. They can host your horse event, I would imagine, and train you. Yeehaw. Okay, and lastly, as far as homes go, one of my favorite areas in Mint Hill is this Brighton Park neighborhood area. We just went past some townhomes, but it's primarily a mix of 1-story and 2-story single-family homes and townhomes back there on the right. And it's just about in the center of Mint Hill. It's a very walkable neighborhood, for both buyers moving up and downsizing. The price point is relatively affordable compared to today's prices everywhere else on the planet. What you're going to find here are single-family homes built probably 2005 to 2010, give or take, 1,600 to 2,800 square feet, again, give or take, and priced from the high 300s, I think $399 was the lowest one in the last 6 months, to mainly the mid 5s, and there was actually one at $600,000 just in the past year. And one of the reasons I love this Brighton Park area, again, is the craftsman style homes, ranches, and for me and my wife, we'd love a ranch right now, but it's got great mix of homes, and again, like I said, that good affordable pricing. So we're going to go ahead and take a drive by some of the craftsman style homes here that are right off of Route 51, which is the east-west road that goes from Pineville, Matthews area into Mint Hill. And then we're going to take a look at some of the townhomes, and that's it, townhomes. Thanks. See you soon. Okay, and here we are with the townhomes at Brighton Park in Mint Hill. And these are all, right now we're passing by all the 3-story. I think there are some 2-story townhomes as well. Again, like I said, a very walkable neighborhood. And let me tell you a little bit about the pricing on the townhomes. Brighton has a good number of townhomes built around probably 2009 to 2010 or 11. They're generally 3-bedroom, 2,000 square feet, give or take. And they're selling for the mid 300s to the mid and high 400s. Now we're seeing the backside of them. They've all got some garages in them and a little back deck, not much yardscape to take care of, which for a lot of people is fantastic. And this is our quick look at the 2-story. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. Oh, sorry. Here are the 2-story townhomes in Brighton Park. I mentioned them before, but we didn't get to see any. Something that's really cool about this area, it is extremely walkable. I think I've said that 3 times, to just about anywhere in Mint Hill that you need to go for shopping. There's a Harris Teeter probably 100 yards behind me, if that. Gas station, Zaxby's, which my son would love. There's a Subway, there's a brewery, there's retail locations. So a lot that is extremely local and nearby. And now we're getting back into some of the single-family homes in Brighton Park. So that's Brighton Park. And the last neighborhood, I don't know if we're going to be able to take a look at it or not, is Cheval, which is about a $1 to $2 million plus neighborhood. It was a Homerama neighborhood a number of years ago. So you've got some custom homes in there, very nice, sitting on half-acre to 1-acre plus lots, I believe. And that's probably the most upscale neighborhood in Mint Hill, in my opinion, anyway. Just fantastic. And that's Cheval. Thanks. Talk to you soon. See if I can get that duck out of the way. But like I said earlier, we're not going to do this video just on the homes in Mint Hill. We're talking about the shopping around here, the schools around here, the entertainment, things to do, places to go, people to see. Not, again, the good, bad, and the ugly, just a description of Mint Hill. And if you want to see more or get more information about the homes in Mint Hill, community spirit runs deep here in Mint Hill, North Carolina, and you can tell by their sense of pride in having signatories to the MECDEC, the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence I mentioned earlier. Things like their festivities for the holidays, their celebrations, their party in the park type atmospheres, and some of their school systems really bring pride to the community. If you look at some of the high schools here, Independence High School, Butler High School, Rocky River High School, there's a lot of pride in their football programs, especially Independence and Butler. They've been two of the strongest powers in the state of North Carolina over the last 10, 15 years, and both of them, I believe, have been nationally ranked. At one point, Independence High School won 7 4A titles in a row in North Carolina and had a 109-game winning streak. That's pretty impressive for any sport. Okay, now we're stopping by Mint Hills Veterans Memorial Park. This originally, I believe, was a Korean War park, as you see a lot of the memorials to Korean War veterans who served our country. I do believe at this point, though, it might be for remembrance of all of our veterans. However, this section right here is primarily Korean War veterans being memorialized. But this is on the outskirts of Mint Hill, almost to 485, which is the major highway that encircles Charlotte. But here you can see some of the U.S. casualties during the Korean War. Very nice, very well done memorial to our soldiers. Now, getting outside of this facility here, and you start to take a look at the rest of the park, it has come a long way in the last 8 or 10 years. When I was coaching some older boys soccer and some club soccer, we would play here periodically, and it was just a decent field, and now it has turned into just a quality facility for soccer and for football. You see the fields just as green as can be. Some kids down there, they don't look like kids, look like adults practicing. You've got volleyball courts, you've got baseball, softball fields, tennis courts way down there. Let me see if I can zoom in on them a little bit. Places for picnics right here. There's some disc golf around here. I think this is about 50 acres worth of land, and quite a few hiking and running trails on the perimeter. So this is Mint Hill Veterans Memorial Park, and this is quite an upgrade from how it was a few years ago. I think that is artificial turf down there. Just one of the great parks in the region here. And if you're thinking it's time to give up that couch potato attitude mentality, you can come here, like we just talked about, the Veterans Memorial Park in Mint Hill, or you can jump on one of the 50, 60, 70 miles worth of trails around Charlotte and around Mint Hill, which are part of the Mecklenburg County Park and Recs Department. There's adult activities all the time going on. You can play at adult leagues for basketball, for soccer. I think there's maybe even adult cross at this point, but lots of stuff. And then if you're a kid, there's no shortage of anything to do around Charlotte, and Mint Hill is just exemplifies that as well. So get off the couch, get your running shoes on, hit the trails. Lots of them around here. So a couple of things I want to do before we leave Mint Hill Veterans Memorial Park is hit on a couple other topics, and one of them it has to do with sports, since we're at a park that's got a lot of sports. But Charlotte is a hotbed of soccer, and especially now with the new MLS team here, Charlotte FC, it is really taken off in Charlotte over the last 20 years, and it's just going to boom even more in the next X amount of years. So there are a number of pro teams here in Charlotte. There's the Independents, there's the Eagles, there's a team, actually I can't remember their name, from Mint Hill that play at this park, I believe. But there are different levels of professional soccer, and they're all over Charlotte. And since we're near the highway, one of the things I want to talk about is that realtor's mantra of location, location, location. Charlotte and Mint Hill is just strategically located right in the middle of the mountains and the ocean, the beach. So if you go on 74, and Route 485 is right around the corner here, and it'll take you right to 74. You can get from here to the beach, Wilmington area, up and down the coast in 3.5 hours. If you go west, along 85 or any other route that heads west, you're going to be in the mountains in anywhere from 2, probably 2.5, 3 hours, where there's different ski mountains. There's activities in the summer, there's tubing, there's hiking, all sorts of activity in the mountains. So you're just centrally located in between the mountains and the beach, and I think that's a huge attraction to Charlotte. Next, we're going to head back in towards town and look at a couple other attractions in Mint Hill. Here we're looking at a little bit more of the rural setting of Mint Hill as we head in towards town, which is a lot of that's newly built, new construction, new facilities, new medical facilities. We're going past the fire station right here. Hey, there's my auto shop right back there that I go to. But you've got a good mix of rural and suburbs, updated suburbs around Mint Hill. So we are just down the street, Matthews Mint Hill Road, Route 51, from the 464, which I'm going to go to afterwards and get a beer. 464, the subway, the Mint Hill Village Town Center, and Snap 24-Hour Fitness. And now we are at the noisy place, but this is the Carl J. McEwen Historic Village in Mint Hill. And never been in here, but it's one of those places where it's got some shops set up. There's Daphne's right back there that I just took a picture of, which is a great bakery. But there's little historic village here. We'll just take a quick walk through to check it out. There's the Houston Shelter, everybody knows that. And this is one of those hidden gems that you could take a class to, a visitor who's interested in history. Here's some information about Carl J. McEwen. A lot of places have his name on it around Charlotte. But then again, it's like some mills, some farm equipment. Woodsmith. There's a place that's open. And then looks like the centerpiece of the village right here. So pretty cool stuff. Again, I think I came on a day when not too many people are around hanging out, obviously. I've seen that stone mill before, or millstone. Hey, it's my dad's truck. Anyway, just get a tour through. And this is right off the main road in Mint Hill. Pretty cool stuff. As always, if you're interested in getting more information about Mint Hill or anything around Charlotte, like I said before, DM me, send me a text. Love to get on a Zoom call with you, talk about anything that you want to talk about, what you're looking for, what I can do for you to help out, maybe show you around. If you've got some ideas for different videos on different towns, different sections, let me know. Be happy to help. And I think I'm going to go to 464 and grab not 64 ounces, but a couple ounces of brew. Thanks. Okay, so we're back about where we started today at the there it is, the Mint Hill Village Town Center in front of the town hall. And I'm sitting outside right now at 464, the brewery down here in Mint Hill, one of a couple breweries, I believe. There's one right next door. But just wanted to kind of conclude here and talk about Mint Hill a little bit more. We didn't want to give you the good, bad, and the ugly. We're not doing the pros and cons on this video. That's going to be on an upcoming video. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll be able to see it when it comes out. We just wanted to introduce you to Mint Hill, a suburb southeast of Charlotte by about 11 miles, takes about 20, 30, could take 45 minutes on a football game day to get up into uptown Charlotte. But it's a very quaint little town. It reminds me of Brookville, Ohio, where I had a friend living up there, and that town reminded me of where I lived in southern New Hampshire. So very nice and comforting little area. A lot of things to do, very good schools, especially if you're a football player. Just a lot of stuff going on here as well. Involved community. They have a lot of festivals, a lot of celebrations of the holidays, a lot of celebrations in the parks, just things going on. At the start of this video, I said that at the end, if you stayed around, we were going to highlight one of the things that's really unique, really kind of cool about Mint Hill. And what that is it's Charlotte. Charlotte is just a short drive away. It's a great city, lots of activity, the ballet, if you're into ballet, I'm not, but the ballet, sports, there's pro football, basketball, hockey, minor league hockey, There's MLS soccer now uptown in Charlotte. There's shows. It is a very metropolitan city. And that is just a very short drive away from Mint Hill. You can catch a bus probably. You probably have to Uber up there or drive up there on your own. But again, lots of things to do. You'll never be at a shortage of things to do on the weekend as long as you get out there and look. So thanks for paying attention. Hope we provided you some information. And like we said before, if you want to email me, text me, Zoom call, send me a note, and want more information, be happy to help. Thanks. Have a great day.